Mike. Mike on the mic.
That is the pick. We should do like our own little go around the room. How long have you lived in Enumclaw? Tell us your deepest, darkest secret.
And what exactly do you do here?
What exactly do you do here? Thank you, not you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I just said that to her. She's handed me a beer. Mm-hmm. What is it that you do here? All right. Hey. Ryan's used to me saying things on a microphone from back in the day.
Hey,
back in the day.
Being nervous with everybody I don't know here.
Yeah, I was okay.
I think they're expecting something awesome.
They're in awe right now?
I don't know. They're going to be sorely
They're going to be they're going to be in awe. Yeah, no, they're going to be in awe. All right, we're going to go ahead and start the show. Everyone raise a glass. Raise a glass real quick. For those that are being a part of the show, you raise your glass. If you're not a part of the show and you're not raising a glass, raise a glass. All right. All right. These guys sponsor the podcast. These guys also sponsor the podcast over here. Patreon, if you have it on your phone, Full Body Cast, one word. We got some sweet sponsors over here. The dopest sponsors over here as well. Anyways, everyone has asked me the question tonight in this room. Do you do a podcast? And I said yes. And they said, "Oh, we've heard about it." This is true. Paul said this to me. Paul said, "Hey, I've heard about your podcast. Your podcast, you guys talk about poop." So I've been doing this podcast for 5 years, 400 episodes, and it all comes down to shit, is what Paul just said, which he's completely correct. So this is not scripted. We do a lot of shows, not a lot, but we do some shows where we're able to kind of like have a conversation. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio. We've got Apple Podcasts. We got Sean coming in as well. Sean does a show with me on Mondays typically. Brew Ha Ha. Plug our shows. Brew Ha Ha. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, a bunch of goofball stuff. Sometimes we get a guy on named Joey. For those people that raised their glasses, and I included them, they're talking, but that's okay. We're going to keep moving. Fridays is Garage Night. Okay. I don't want you to talk on the microphone, actually, so you can sit here. But we got Mike on the mic, Mike Martinez. This guy I haven't had on the mic forever.
What's
Mike,
going on?
give a warm welcome. Raise your glasses to Mike.
Yes, glad to be back. It's been a while.
All right.
It's been too long.
It's been too long.
Been too long.
We did a spring show. So, well, we didn't really do one, but you were a guest. And we did one of our first, I think we did our first live episode ever at Bordeaux Wine Bar where it used to be elsewhere.
That was the night.
That was the night. That was a crazy night.
That night,
Mike got so drunk, he bought massive everyone's drinks.
No idea. Yeah.
And then he brought his DJ equipment out, turntables. John was mixing.
It was so good.
John, if you guys don't know John, I'm holding back from a joke right now. We're not revealing the joke yet.
Not yet.
But we will.
But was that the night that it started?
That was that was the fall. Second, that was the next night.
Okay.
But John was mixing music together.
So good.
The BPMs, knowing what it was, slow songs to fast songs, Disney songs to DMX songs. He knew it all. He was his own app. It was insane. He knew what he was doing. So.
Well, we also drank a ton.
We had a lot.
We don't know how good it actually
was. Who knows?
Was. It was really.
He was just doing that the old Radio Shack Casio. He was just hitting the demo. Dun, 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 dun. He's like, "Oh, look what I'm doing, guys." we're so drunk. We're like, "Yeah, it's awesome." Anyway, so okay, so we got Mike. We're gonna talk about Mike's stuff. Mike has opinions about everything, and I kind of want to do some participation. I want to do some, what is that? Not customer, listener participation. I like Paul already. Paul's laughing hard. I love it. All right, so listener participation. Text chains real quick. Text chains. We're talking about text chains. Who's on a text chain right now with like 10 people? Could be fantasy football, could be work, it could be girls' trip, it could be family, it could be whatever. Raise your hand right now if you have the person that reacts, doesn't talk much, but reacts to everything, so they still look like they're interacting. They're ha-haing, they're liking, they're disliking. Do you guys have that on yours? Raise your hand. Okay. Are you that person? Is anyone that person? Kim's that person. Kim's like, oh, shoot. Kim, we're actually, this is an intervention. People want you to talk more. Who's the person, this is me, who's the person who has to have a comment about every other's, like, if someone says something, you got to reply to it right away. Is anyone, do you guys have that person? Who's that? Her mom? Right away. Hey, hi. Oh, hey. Someone says anything, they got to reply. That's me. Who's got the one that you wish was never on it? Like it got put together and they're still on it and maybe they reply negatively or they don't reply, mostly negatively. We have one of those.
Yes, we do.
You cussed him out this week.
I did.
How fun did that feel?
Well, yeah. So I've learned as I get older, like my tolerance for that, it's so thin now.
Tolerance for what? You got to talk a little bit louder.
So we have a buddy who just, whatever brings joy to anybody else in the text chain, he just is the opposite opinion. And so he does this in the text chain all the time. And so he did it about the Mariners.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
We were rooting for the Mariners.
Yeah,
he's like,
they're
not the best team in baseball.
And
they're like the.
It pushed me over the edge. I don't even watch the Mariners. I don't even watch baseball.
Yeah. I didn't even know they're playing. Anyone says anything, he craps on it. Today even, he said, Travis, how does it feel to have Mike as more of a podcast draw than you?
Which is, I mean,
it's
not,
just true. I mean,
yeah.
it is true. It is true. He's my friend.
But
he's my
he's
friend.
just trying to dig at you.
But, yeah, and I just said, you know what? I'm happy for my friends. It's not a competition. If someone's better than you and you're your friend, you're going to support them.
Yeah.
I did. This is the King's chair. Thank you, Sean. The Queen's chair. The Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, this is comfortable.
You look great, by the way.
Yeah.
You look more comfortable.
Nice. Yeah.
So he did get the footrest.
He did.
I want to know though about ladies' chains, how they compare to guys' chains, because guys' chains is this. Hey, did you hear about that mask mandate? Yeah, mask mandate on my nuts. And that's a guy's text chain. It's usually maybe one or two real texts, then sprinkled with like 8 guys just shitting on it for the rest of the day. And so, hey, I shot a good golf score. I shot in the 80s. Oh yeah? Oh, the 1980s because you suck or something. I don't know if that makes any sense. But I'm just saying, but girls, I read one night. I peeked over my wife's phone because I wanted to see what girls actually talk about. And girls are trying to solve the world's problems on the text chain like they've got it figured out completely. And no one shits on anyone on that one. Even if it was a bad idea. They're like, I don't think that. They'll be polite about it. They're like, oh, I don't know about that. But they're like in Congress. I yield my time. I yield this text to so-and-so so then they can give their portion to the meeting. But they do. Is that true? I don't know. Is that true how girls are?
It's true unless you have an English friend.
In English friends? Those guys, they're in the corner. Okay? Just the one.
She speaks her truth.
You think I'm right? Right? You're trying to solve the world's problems in a text chain.
Yeah, she's not there.
Just say yeah.
Yeah.
Just say yeah. Say yeah.
No idea.
Okay, anyways. All right. Is that okay? So let me ask you about this, okay? Mike, you ever gone through your wife's phone?
I have not.
Ever?
I choose happiness. I do not do that. No reason to.
Never
There's
been.
no reason for me to do that.
Has she ever been through your phone?
I have no idea. I mean, she sees some of the text.
Some of the texts. Does she think we're idiots? Well, other than that.
Well, yeah, but the other day, Addie was on my phone.
Oh, no.
And the internet texted over a comment about a dick pic. No, it was Jalen.
Oh.
And she just looked at my phone and goes, "Oh my God, Dad." And I'm like, "What?" And she goes, I can't even hold your phone. Like, what are your friends talking about?" And I go, "What?"
She recognized the
she
name.
saw-
Your daughter recognized the word.
And then I was like, "Well, what do you need? The internet can't type anything that bad."
Yeah.
And it's just about sending me a bunch of dick pics. And I go, "We don't actually do that. It's
So-
just the text chain."
So I did this the other day because I thought it'd be really funny. I knew I was going to get a response from one of my friends through a text, and I screenshot the responses. I don't know if you guys do that, but I try to make it look like I'm Googling something very, like, weird. So, like, for instance, I did dicks. I just put Google Images dicks, and I tried catching the screenshot where it gives you the little, like, his message and say, "Oh, I totally agree," and I send it to him, thinking it'd be funny. Well, I realized I missed the text message, and I just sent him a full picture of Google dicks, and he did not know. Okay, so we're moving on. All right, we're gonna talk about, hold on, text chains real quick. One last thing about text chains. Who's single? Who's single? Raise your hand if you're single. Raise your hand. All right, never mind. We're moving on. I just wanted Shekinah to raise her hand. Yeah. Who's in a happy relationship? No, I'm kidding. Who's cuffed for the fall? All right, so Mike. So I kind of put together stuff for Mike to talk about.
Yeah. It was a very busy day
KP.
today. Did not have time.
You will know him from a few episodes. KP. Sit wherever you want. Take a seat. We may bring KP on at some point. My man, he is a friend. He's the best softball player in Enumclaw that you'll ever see.
Enumclaw has ever seen.
Enumclaw has ever seen. In fact, he has nicknames of other players.
He graduated from catching to pitching
Catching the pitch.
as he got older. And
I don't know if you can say. I don't know if you can say it.
I'll let you just think about
Oh,
that
I don't
for
know
a
what I
while.
mean by that.
Yeah.
I don't know what I mean by that.
What's he talking about? I don't know.
All right, so Kyle, has anyone gone through your phone before? Just kidding. I'm joking. Who? Gabby's gone through your phone? How'd that go? Did you pass? That's good. You gave her the fake phone.
Gave her the burner. He gave her your burner phone.
The burner phone. All right, so this year, Mike and I did a lot of golfing. At some point, you would think that we were really good friends.
No.
Other points, bitter enemies.
Yes.
The hottest, you guys remember the hottest day of the year? The hottest, like, in June or whenever that was? Hot. July?
It was hot.
Hot.
It was August.
110. No. It was like July.
You're talking about the national tournament.
Yeah.
It was in August, isn't it?
No. The one we went Eastern Washington.
Oh, yeah.
That-
No, it was like 110.
Yeah, so tell people what you were wearing. What were you wearing for this
Okay,
golf tournament
well,
in the heat?
So we signed up for it in like April.
Yeah.
And so we thought it'd be cool to dress up like Payne Stewart.
Yes.
So we bought this full on like golf knicker, like
Yes.
a full on
the full-on golf
suit. It was awesome,
stuff.
like the hat and everything. And then we have the heat wave.
Yes.
And so we've invested hundreds of dollars into these suits. We got to wear them.
Yeah.
And the tournament was in Eastern Washington.
Yes. I was there.
Yes, and it was literally
The hottest thing in the world.
112 degrees.
110, 112. I came just because he was wearing these knickers. He's like, I don't know if I can say that, but I feel like it's close to not saying it. But he was wearing these things in like the 1920s, right? And no, I don't know.
Knickers.
Bockers. No, that's underwear. Anyway, it was 1920s. Look at it. Go Google it. But they were golfing. I brought the largest umbrella I could possibly find, and I followed them around and shaded them while they golfed.
So
We
great.
drove 2.5 hours to Suncadia for me to do this. Mike and I, non-stop talking on the way there.
Oh yeah.
That sun drained us. Yeah, it is. You can pass that around if you want. Go through his phone.
Oh,
Gabby
you
has.
got the picture of it?
Go through Kyle's phone. Gabby has. It's safe. His wife has. Anyway, did that. But then fast forward to August. We're playing each other in a tournament. Everyone has a cart if you're playing against each other.
The biggest tournament of the
Biggest
year.
tournament of the year for us.
Yep.
8-on-8. Friends versus friends. We're paired up.
But everybody knows you weren't friends during the month of August.
The night before, Mike gets in my head, says, I don't even like you. I don't even like you anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are. You're nobody to me. He wouldn't even ride with me. Everyone else is riding with their competition. He walks the course, won't say 2 words. The other team, he just ends up latching onto the back of their golf cart everywhere that we're paired with. I lost, obviously, because he got in my head really well.
You've never been so mad.
I was pissed.
You were angry.
I was ready to smash a club over his head.
So good.
Yeah. So, anyway, we were best friends.
Until August.
Bitter enemies.
Yeah.
But decent comrades now. All right, I got to tell you my Vegas story. Went to Vegas last week. Never been to a NASCAR race in my life. Now, I've never been to a strip club either. Okay?
That's not true.
Never been to a strip club.
That's not true.
And all the married men in here have never been to a strip club as well, if your wife is with you. But I've never been. It's my...
Yeah. See, I went last time I was in Vegas.
I know you did.
Yeah.
I know you did.
It was so confusing. I
Never
don't
been.
know there's etiquette.
Yeah,
there's
no.
like a whole on like. Don't
Oh,
take-
yeah. I wouldn't know.
No clue.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I would just say I wouldn't know.
I sent a couple pictures.
I'd be
and
wearing
everybody's like,
very
you can't
loose
do that.
jeans, by the way.
You can't take pictures in there.
I'd have, you know how some girls with bigger boobs will like put like 3 sports bras on
Yep.
so that they run, nothing bounces?
Sure.
If I go to a strip club, I've got like 4 pairs of underwears on.
Really?
Because I don't want nothing moving, especially if my wife's there. Okay?
I'm more the sweatpants guy.
I don't want to be showing
Just
that off.
Sweatpants with nothing.
So, never been to a strip club. My wife says you can go to a strip club. It's your 40th birthday. Or you can go to NASCAR. It's your 40th birthday. Your choice. Now I said, hey, I'm a 12-year-old boy in a man's body. I want to see cars go fast. So, I don't want boobies yet. I'm not 13. I haven't found my wiener quite yet. But anyway, we go to Circa, the hotel on Fremont. They got Stadium Swim. It's built 2 years ago. Last year's brand new. You sit in the pool, and we're watching every every football game. It's Sunday morning. All of the NFL is on. I know I'm going to go to the NASCAR race later, but I'm watching every single, and I'm drinking my Trulies and my White Claws like a girl. I'm slamming them in the 90-degree heat. I get hammered. I get hammered, schwammered. I get super schwammer, hammered, dammered. That's a Dr. Seuss way of saying I was drunk. I then get in a cab with my wife to go to the track. It's 20 minutes away. We both pass out in the back of the cab. He could have driven 4 hours and had like a $400 bill. I wouldn't even, I'd be like, that's the best $400 I've ever spent in my life. I'm passed out, wake up when he gets us there. Now, we went online to see how much the NASCAR tickets were. They said $10 a ticket. We're like, sweet, we'll go there for like 25 laps and head home. That's 2 max bets. I could do that. So we get there. They're like, no, that's sold out. It's $126 a ticket. And I'm like, are you serious? They go, yeah. And I go, oh. And they're like, are you military? I said, I'll be whatever you want me to be. And so they're like, $103 a piece. Thank you for your service. And I'm like, anytime. So, stolen valor. So then,
read day. I don't condone any of this. None of it.
I probably just say, hey, I'm AARP. Yeah, I'm everything else.
Ridiculous.
I got the Denny's. I got the Denny's 65 and older discount.
Sunrise breakfast or whatever.
Yeah.
Eat dinner at like 4.
Can you bring that to me? But these tickets are great tickets. We're 16 rows from the track. We're right almost near the start-finish line, and these cars are going by. Wham, 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 wham. I've never been to a NASCAR race. I put my sunglasses down because I start crying. I am tearing up because I'm so happy. 12-year-old me is like, yes. And I'm doing the whole hat tapping thing, the cars are going by, but it's so loud, so I go and I get earplugs. I buy my wife earplugs too. My wife doesn't want to be there, but she's doing it for me. Probably like it would be at a strip club. She probably doesn't want to be there, but she's doing it for me. So we go, we get our earplugs in, and now the sound is, whoa, whoa, whoa. And like a baby being laid down in a cradle, with a mobile going around in circles, and we're hearing the white noise of, wow.
Did you just pronounce it mobile?
Yeah, mobile. I don't think it's a mobile. I think I'm thinking of phone. Mobile. Anyway, these things are going in circles, and the white noise, and Jamie and I fall asleep 16 rows up, a NASCAR race, sleep for like a good 45 minutes. We wake up and they're like, oh crap, so I watch it, I'm like, but then I started thinking, what if I would have chose the strip club now? Like, what if I would have done that? And I thought to myself, you go to a club, you hear the oompa, 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 oompa. And if I get a lap dance, kind of the same thing, these things might be moving in a circle. I might actually just fall asleep at the strip club next.
Zero chance you're falling asleep at that strip
I'm
club.
falling asleep no matter what at that point.
Zero chance. Zero chance.
Me, no?
Yeah, no, absolutely
I would.
not.
Which would cost my... Yeah, so
You get
either
hopped
way.
up on American Bangster, you're not falling asleep. in there.
American Bangster.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I want to tell you guys this story. Some of you young bucks in here, one day will wake up and things won't work the way they used to. You'll blame the vaccine. Everyone else does.
Nicki Minaj.
Your Johnson & Johnson just turns to a Johnson. It turns into a maybe Johnson. It turns in, yeah. Anyways, so I thought I'd spice things up, Went to the store, Amazon store. Searched some things that might help with that. I wanted to get my Johnson & Johnson back. I wanted to wear the big Johnson shirts again that I used to wear as a 12-year-old boy. But anyways, yes. I got an argument. Actually, hold on. My wife says I talk way too much about her sex life, and I'm rethinking that conversation right now. So I'm going to go ahead and hold off. But let me just tell you this. Those pills kind of work.
No.
Okay, horny goatweed.
Horny goatweed.
Someone bought me horny goatweed.
Yep.
Some listener bought me horny goatweed. Now, it's been sitting in the podcast room that I have. We have this little, side room that's got all the equipment set up. It says horny goatweed on this bottle. And my son's been going out there, every day to practice the tuba. He's 12, 13.
Wait, is that he's actually practicing the tuba?
The tube,
okay.
That's bragging.
Yeah.
I got to go practice my tuba, Dad. I'll be back in 15.
I need your cell phone.
Oh, no, it's a trombone. Yeah, no. He's got the trombone. That's more like it. I've got the piccolo.
The recorder. The recorder.
I got
the plastic one.
Mine is the...
Slide whistle. Love it. Love
So
it.
stupid. All right, so anyway, he actually, 3 weeks of this, he comes to me, Dad, I want to have a conversation with you. Dad, I feel super awkward, but I need to ask you this. And I'm like, what is it, son? It's the, father-son conversation. And he goes, Dad, I found something in your podcast room. I'm like, what is it? I'm thinking to myself, I got nothing. I got baseball cards out there. What did he find? I got nothing. And he's like, there's a pill bottle that says horny goatweed on it. And said someone had got me. And I was like, and I explained it to him. But then I thought to myself, I'm like, if I'm a 12-year-old boy rummaging through my dad's stuff, and I find this pill bottle that I have no clue what it is, and it says horny goat weed, That could go in so many different directions. That was probably a mental pretzel for him for 3 weeks. No wonder it took him 3 weeks to figure out, what do I focus on here? The horny, the goat, or the weed? I don't know. So anyway, that was, so I got one of those. Anyway, we can't talk about these things anymore.
No, did you get cut off? She was like, no more?
No, so there's been some things, Yeah, I was kind of like told, like, listen, everyone, but because people will come up and be like, hey, it's Thursday.
Oh.
And people know, hey, it's Thursday, and Thursday isn't a reference. My wife's not here. I can talk about this. I just won't air it. So Thursday was when you stop having, when you have a kid or other things, intimacy goes away, especially if you're having, oh, hey, how's you guys going? All right. Talking about intimacy issues. How are you doing? Good. Any intimacy issues?
Any what?
Intimacy issues?
I don't think so.
Okay, then you don't need to listen to this. All right, you're good. You're good. I'm just wondering, this is a self-help group. I got some horny goat weed in the car. We can crush it up, snort it later. No, I like it. Sorry, I'm
here to listen now.
okay, all right. So here we go. Sometimes when you first get married, you're having a lot of fun. You're visiting the bouncy house of life.
I don't know. Yeah.
There's a lot of bouncy. You're in a house. Yeah. And it's a cousin. Anyways, so I'm begging and pleading at some point. I'm like, I gotta have this again. Can we schedule this once a week? That's all I need to do. That's where I'm at. I'm just trying to negotiate. I'm like once a week. So we landed on Thursdays. Guys, don't do this, okay? I don't want you to do this. Don't do this. If you ever... This is a sign that I shouldn't be talking about this.
Honestly, you better quit. Yeah.
This
you
is a
better
sign
stop.
I shouldn't be talking about this. So, yeah. Yeah,
So
probably...
you said don't schedule.
Don't schedule it.
Okay.
Because here's why. I learned this the hard way. If she gives it to you on Tuesday or Wednesday, it's like it's Christmas. It's like, because I'm thinking, hey, it's already Thursday. Might be 2 times this week. And I'm like, so then Thursday, I come walking in my Hugh Hefner robe, ready for some action. And she's like, he already got it on Tuesday. And I'm like, whoa. Oh, wait, this is a Thursday. This is Hardline. This is the national
regularly
holiday.
scheduled meeting that we have on our calendars.
And it is.
Right.
It's a meeting on our Outlook. And she is like, no, you already got it Tuesday, and you should be happy about that. So who's excited for Tuesday sex? I mean, I had some Tuesday sex last night. That was me. Anyways, so I can't talk about that anymore, which I just did.
Hey, it's Tuesday.
I won't be getting Tuesday sex, I'll tell you that. I'll see you next Tuesday. Oh, that's a good one.
Or not.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I think about Kyle after sex now. I do sometimes. I don't know if you guys ever have that where you have a conversation with someone in your life and they tell you something about. Yeah, I know, and that's why.
That's with every
That's why. So we have a friend.
Every sexual encounter.
We have a friend that we're not going to say his name, but we have a friend.
Buddy or
But we can't even say that because I think everyone knows who's figured that one out.
I don't know.
But anyway, what does he do? He cracks his neck right after.
Every time. Every time after he cracks his neck?
Yes. Yeah, he says it feels great. It's like your body's like, oh, and he just cracks your neck. And now everybody tonight or this week is going to have sex and think about this conversation. And now I think about Kyle thinking about our friend. It's turning into a human centipede of us getting sewn together.
Now I'm going to think about you, thinking about Kyle, thinking about...
I know. It's horrible.
I'm not doing it.
So don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Jamie, were you expecting this type of a conversation when you got here today? Jamie's like, hey, can we talk about that basketball game?
I'm no longer allowed to coach in Enumclaw.
Jamie.
Yeah.
Jamie.
He was there.
He was there. So what happened, Mike?
I mean, I didn't do anything wrong. Let's start there. I'm going to start there. Yeah, to be clear, it was not my fault. But I was coaching a 5th grade basketball team, and there were some shenanigans by the other team that I was very vocal about, which then kind of blew up a little bit with the crowd on their side, the parents.
So what do you mean by kind of blew up? Like people were shouting, screaming?
Yeah.
Okay.
All of that, yeah. It was a shouting, then the scorekeeper was yelling at me, and
Okay.
then I called a timeout, which really angered people.
Jamie, come over here. I need you over here. I need to have him help with this.
He will attest that I did nothing wrong.
Okay, Jamie, hold this microphone. Go next to Mike. Face the crowd. All right. So, Jamie, do the mic check real quick.
Mic check.
Is it on?
You want to give me a little footstool there?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead one more time.
Stool.
No, that's good.
One more time, Jamie.
My
Mic check.
left foot's
Okay,
going
all right.
numb.
So, Jamie, it's a basketball game of like fifth
Fifth
graders,
graders. Fifth grade girls. Yeah.
They're playing in Enumclaw. It's a rec league. You're playing another team that's super competitive. And they may have lied about some ages.
They were, yes, that, and they weren't
kinda
playing
what
by
they
the
do.
rules.
Like these, yeah. So as a parent, are you wanting him to just step up and start taking on this team? Is it getting annoying or frustrating?
Absolutely.
All right, thanks. Go ahead and sit down over there, Jerry.
But here's the deal. Mike took charge.
Yes.
Called them out where they needed to be called out.
Yeah.
And then, I had his back fully.
Yeah.
You had his back. You were ready in the parking lot.
So no, I'm not.
Were
I'm
you
not, I'm
limbering-
not kidding you and saying that. So like, I get mad because they're not like I call it every time they're breaking a rule. Like, hey, you can't press. Hey, you can't double team. Like those are the rules we're playing with right now.
Yeah, because as kids, you can't
Yeah,
get
like
super
well, we're not teaching them that yet.
right.
Right,
You're
They're not
teaching
that
them to
age.
have fun, shoot hoops, hang
Right.
out.
And so like every time we cross half court, they double team a girl, right? So finally, I'm like, look at the scorekeeper. I'm like, what are you doing? So I basically I tell our girls like, look, I don't care if they score 100 points. Every time someone comes across half court, I want you guys to stop, and I want 3 of you guys on that person. Like, just go.
So you're ready. You're like, hey, they're breaking rules. We're not just gonna break.
We're
rules.
gonna break them better.
We're gonna be the best at breaking
they're
rules
committing
right now.
misdemeanors. We're going
They're
for felonies.
double teaming. We're
Yeah.
triple teaming.
Right.
They're punching you. You're slamming them to the ground.
So we do that, and then their parents start to get pissed and start yelling at me about why are we doing that and blah blah blah, right? And so now I'm just like irritated, and
Yeah.
the scorekeeper's yelling at me about our team, and that even pissed me off more. And so then like I'm like, hey, girls, just go back to playing basketball normal, right?
Right.
Like the very next possession, our girl brings the ball up over half court. Like 2 of them get on her, and I'm like, just in anger, call a timeout. Like,
Yeah.
timeout. And this lady gets up and she's like, "This game's over." Like,
So
cancels the game.
she's kind of helping. She's the ref, or she's
no,
someone.
she's the scorekeeper.
She's scorekeeper. She goes, "This game's over." Then what? Does all hell break
But
loose?
now parents are like,
Screaming at each other.
they're getting angry at each other because, like, hey, just follow the damn rules, right?
Yeah.
So then, like, the game's over, and then the parents start to like. In the gym,
Congregate in the middle of the
Oh,
court.
towards each
really?
other. Yeah, and so there's like
Yeah.
almost these fights, right? And, like,
Yeah.
Multiple.
multiple fights by parents.
Really?
Oh, it was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
And
I almost
Mike being the coach and the girl's representative,
Right.
he was very calm,
Yeah, I'm sure.
kind of, and so were the rest of the parents. Yeah, it got a little sketchy.
Yeah,
did.
yeah. I heard one of our buds was there too. They said, and in fact, they released it. They sent us a text said, "Hey, one night around a campfire after some beers, let me tell you a story about how Mike incited a war."
well, the thing is now Addie wants me to coach, and I'm like I
can't do it.
Like, not that I don't want to, I can't. Like, you know when you can't go within 200 feet of a school for other reasons?
Yes, yeah.
Like I can't go within. I can't.
Hey, listen. If you can't go close to a school for 250 yards, right? That's the reason to do it.
I just want to set the record straight that I was maybe a little bit out of line,
oh,
a hair, but
hair.
not.
is this the apology tour? Does
No,
it
I'm
start
not
now?
apologizing. I do not apologize for that.
No,
at
you
all.
shouldn't apologize for anything. Nothing.
I don't think I don't. think so.
Were you Will
Did I-
Ferrell
did I
and
ever
kicking
yell?
and screaming?
So.
Yeah.
Just,
I
just
might have.
Yeah, I think yeah.
hyped up on caffeine.
Oh, yeah,
You give me
know
a
what?
juice
Hey,
box, juice
Here's
box,
the
boy.
great thing about Enumclaw, though.
Yeah, what?
It was a 5th grade girls rec league game, and there were people ready to go to fight for the coach. Like there were like you don't come in here and mess
We're
with
going to
anybody.
peak.
Yeah, like you better get your shit, and you better get out of Enumclaw if you don't like it. And I'm like, hey, this is awesome. Love it.
We've never included Mike until right now. He's one of us.
That's right. It's so good. So good.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
it
so
was pretty competitive.
yeah. Well, I heard. It sounded intense. Would you ever have Jamie? Would you ever have Mike coach your kid again?
Absolutely. So
Let's start a petition.
My daughter, Mike says 5th grade. My daughter was a 3rd grader,
Yeah.
and we kind of lied about her age to get her up to be competitive.
Oh, so you're doing the same thing these guys? Oh wait, no, you lied up.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
guys lie
Yeah,
down.
they were playing varsity in high school today, and they're coming playing
Yeah.
5th grade rec tonight. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. So we had our daughter playing up.
Yeah. Well, that's
For
a
the
difference.
competition.
That's a different. That's
Yeah.
very different.
So yeah, Mike was the best coach they had.
Good.
that's what I like to hear.
Good
Yeah.
job, Coach of the Year.
Coach of the year.
Coach of the Year, Mike
That's
Martinez.
Whoa, 1 year and 1 year.
1 year, 1 year. But it's the best damn year those girls ever had.
They'll never forget it.
Yeah.
No,
That's great.
When you're in practice, and he blows his whistle and he says, "Girls, this is how you do a layup. Now do it again." And then like the 3rd girl in a row that doesn't do it, he blows his whistle and they're running lines, and I'm like, my daughter's in the 3rd grade, playing on 10-foot hoops, and she's now running lines. This is awesome. Doesn't get any better than that.
Oh, it was great, man. It was great.
Oh man.
Hey, our girls were in
Mike's-
shape. They were balling, they were running plays.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
Mike's just like, if any parents have any problems, you can join your kids on the line.
Yeah, we had a good team, and we won games in the 4th quarter, and a lot of that was because they screwed up so bad in practice that they were in better
You know,
condition than the rest
that's
of the
the
girls.
thing. That's why Enumclaw was so good all these years as well.
Just
We
running.
had Hofstrand just screaming at us,
Killing
making
us.
us run.
Yeah. It
I
was great.
don't know that per se. I just heard it.
You
I
watched that happen.
just
You
knew when I
visually
was holding the
observed- You
clipboard.
visually observed it happen. Yeah. No, we used to do PTA days. Remember PTA?
Pardon the.
It was literally called Pain, Torture, and Agony. It was the day after Thanksgiving.
That's good.
And you'd come and they'd just put out garbage cans for you to puke in because
Well, I learned that if you coach your kid, that sucks. Like, I wanted to coach anybody else's kid but mine. I wish I didn't, because your kid has seen you in your underwear. Like, your kid doesn't respect you anymore. They've seen you, they don't listen to you, and then you go like, hey, everyone, we're going to play, and then you see your kid doing freaking, like, ballerina moves out, and like, what do you, get over here with the other team. Everyone else is listening to you because they know to listen to adults. Your kid don't listen to you. It's the worst. I quit.
I did not have that problem.
No ballerina moves?
No.
I did.
Jay. Yep.
All right. Well, Jamie, real quick, how'd you hear about the podcast? Patreon. By the way, let me just give a little Jamie shout out. So Jamie became a Patreon last month, $20 a month, and then I saw he edited it for this month, and I was like, you know what? That happens sometimes. Someone gets on, and they're like, I didn't know this was gonna actually cost me money. And then they edit it down to like $5 or maybe not at all. He went from 20.
$225.
No, higher. Oh, wait, no.
$225.
No, wait, no. Oh, I didn't know.
I'm kidding.
Morgan, he's like, I'm working 3 jobs, and you're giving him $35 a month. I haven't seen $35 from you. No, but
I don't have nails or eyelashes, so it's good.
He went, oh yeah, we're gonna do the Battle of Sexes on the next episode. When do you guys, hey, do you guys have a Thursday?
It was Tuesday. It's
Yeah, it was
not
Tuesday.
tonight. Not tonight.
Now it's every other Thursday.
Yeah. It's bi-yearly. It's
But we're on the quarterly plan. Anyway,
But I heard for another set of nails and lashes, it'll be monthly.
monthly. Jamie, so how did you hear about the podcast? I'm always genuinely interested. I know that you tell me.
Well, first time I heard about it is Morgan D's friend Kylie told Morgan D that she was on the podcast, or her name was mentioned. I don't know how long ago that was. And then I work with Seth Loop and
Yes.
Craig Bentley.
Yes, rip Seth Loop right now. Rip, rest in peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
Taken too
Luke
soon.
19.
Just kidding. I'm joking.
I don't know what you're.
I'm just joking.
Luke
I
Luke
asked if I
19?
could say it. He said he was going to be here today, but he got corona. So no.
Yeah.
No, he's good. No, I shouldn't tell the.
You have no idea. I look.
It was a
I have-
running joke for a while that nobody knows.
I have heard.
Yeah, he was good.
I have heard that name nonstop for the last 2 months, and I have no idea who it is. No clue.
You'll meet him one of these days. I'll bring him around. But you listen because of him. He's been on there.
Yeah.
Was it Helmold was on there? I mentioned Kylie. Her name. I mentioned you. Now I've told in the Safeway days. Now Morgan and I used to work together. Let me ask you this: Can
Was
I
it
do
the
it? Can I
dairy
do a
freezer?
husband test right now? Can I bring up the one that you probably listened to that story before? You want me to bring that one up? Okay. Have you probably heard this story before? Can I bring up past flings? Whatever I want. I have full written consent.
Doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
That face is scaring me right now. I'll tell you that right now. I might have to go
You might
coach
wanna-
for a basketball girls
you
team.
might want to watch it.
I'm telling this story. And Jamie, I appreciate you. You're a great guy, but I'm going to do a husband test, okay?
Okay.
So she used to date one of my friends back in the day in high school, okay? And our senior year, there was this foreign exchange student. He was from Germany, and he wore a trench coat everywhere. And this was kind of around like the Columbine type things, right? Where you just were like a little bit nervous around trench coats, more than usual. And so, anyways, he was also in a play that had a pistol in it. I picked him up one day because I wanted him to hang out. You know, I felt bad for the guy. I felt like he didn't have any friends. So I take him to hang out with us one night. What? Oh no, this was not the guy
So
that
she wasn't
was,
dating
she
a
wasn't
trench
dating-
coat.
She was not
You've
dating
never
the trench
told
coat
me
guy
about a German exchange
with
student.
a fake pistol.
Was he exotic? No, but anyway, was he's a dick to people. He can be a jerk.
Wait, the boyfriend or the German
trench
guy?
coat guy?
No, not the German guy.
Okay.
The boyfriend.
The boyfriend.
Because it kind of sounds like the trench coat guy might not be allowed around schools like Mike.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, no.
200 feet.
Wrong trench coat, wrong pistol. So anyway, we're there, and he's razzing him, he's razzing the German. So the German exchange student, we're in a basement of our friend's house. They're sitting on a couch. We're all kind of sitting around. The guy pulls out this fake pistol that nobody knew was a fake pistol and points it in his face and says something in German, just shouts it. Freeze. You're sitting next to Morgandy. What do you do?
Am I sitting in front of her, left or right?
You're sitting in front of her.
Well, I grab
Grab
his
the
arm,
gun, disarm him,
attack him.
do a Bobby Martinez
Yeah.
move, about a knife,
Yeah.
slit him right
Yeah.
in the throat, gut him, rip his intestines out, Mortal
Might throw a
Kombat
little
style.
Farfagnugan in there.
I gotcha. Yo, Farfagnugan!
I obviously ducked down.
This dude grabs Morgandy.
I ducked down.
No. Oh, no. This dude does worse. This dude grabs Morgandy, pulls her in front of the pistol. They didn't last. So anyway, you passed. You passed the test. So was that the story that you heard? Yeah, you already knew. Spoiler alert.
Love it.
So that was the story. And then I ran into Kylie and Morgandy. Your mom and dad came up to me. That's how, yeah, they came up to me at the Lee, the Wrinkle Room. and they were like, your dad was like, dude, have me on. He had a few
Oh,
drinks.
that would be so
He
good.
had a few drinks. Like, have me on. I got stories
So
for days.
good.
We'll go viral. I thought I was talking to FaceTime for a moment because that's what he
Oh.
tells me every week. We'll go viral. I'm like, I'm not catching what you got. But but anyway, sorry. So then you listen because of Seth and Craig.
Yeah.
Do you listen to our fantasy football advice that we post every Sunday morning?
I listened to it a couple of times.
Did you do the opposite? Because that's what we're really trying to get.
Yeah, it's
Do the opposite of what we say
Yeah.
is what's working for a lot of people.
yeah. I would suggest not having Craig involved with that.
That's hilarious. Monday night, he is about Monday Night Madness. Say what? Should we have you on there? The
Hey,
Streamweaver.
I am 0-4.
You've been a champion for quite a while. Yes. Tied for first.
I am a strong 0-4.
I mean, I'm in first too. No. James is undefeated. He kicked my butt. Freaking Austin Ecklered me right into the ground. Anyway, so Jamie, I appreciate you very much. Thank you so much. I'm ordering a salmon or a pink. You wanted what hoodie color? You wanted a black one. I got you the black one.
A what?
Right? I got you the black hoodie.
The black hoodie.
Yes, okay. You're good. You're
Yeah,
set.
good.
I've taken care of you. That's good.
Perfect.
Thank you. All right, Jamie. Give him a round of applause, everyone.
Let's
Raise
see.
your Jamie. Woo!
I love that I'm vindicated slightly.
You were very vindicated on that.
Because I was getting nothing but nonsense from everybody about that.
Super nonsense.
Yep.
Johanna, Cassie,
They don't want to be on.
you guys are talking a lot over there.
There's a lot of talking going on.
I've noticed that my biggest supporters have almost turned their backs on me, and I'm 10 feet away. We can talk about Starbucks. Oh no, you're not there anymore. See, we got a lot we can talk about.
Oh, no.
Where are you at now? How is Fox's? How is Fox's treating you? No, I'm just joking. Hey,
Ouch.
no, do you know what it is? You know what Fox is? No, it's the racing. It's the race Fox. You know the hat, the Fox?
Oh, yeah. Okay,
What are you
okay.
guys talking about? I thought she was. What were you doing? Well, no, what's the thing you're doing? Yes, doing orthopedic. Nice. What?
What?
It sounds super exciting. Let me. So, what do you? So, okay. So, do you rub people's feet? That's orthopedic, right? It's feet stuff.
What?
What's orthopedic?
Like,
Is that back stuff?
like,
Okay. So, what do you do then? Okay. Do people stink? This is why we're here. Grab the mic. Grab the mic. Tell me about the dude, get over here.
yeah.
Oh, you got an NDA on it real quick?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a HIPAA thing?
Patient privilege or whatever
Was,
they call it.
was that person kind of a hippo thing? Okay, we can't talk about it. But I will talk about it. Jenna! Welcome to the fold.
That's what
Yes.
I was wondering. Like,
Can we can't talk about the nudity with the old man. What were you putting on him? What was the brace he needed?
he took some American Bangster. It was longer than 4 hours. Needed to brace it
He
down.
took the American Bangster and he was he had a few braces.
If it lasts longer than 4 hours, you got to go see the orthopedic.
You have to put 4 pairs of underwear on. What? Keep that thing down. All right, Cassie, what do you got going on in your life right now? Cassie was one of the first ones. You guys came to the live with Joey on the mic, or not Joey on the mic, Holler with Hollenbeck at Cole Street Brewery. I thought this was Holler with Hollenbeck. No.
Tony's brother now. It's Tony's brother now.
We just made it a Facebook. So are you? Yeah. So, but you guys, the hog dog.
Hog dog episode.
How was the hog dog? Did you guys get some orthopedic massages on him? You don't see him anymore because you guys got him. You got a freaking. Yeah.
What are you guys
Oh, he
doing?
was the naked guy you had to work on. Really, he's a bionic man right now. But you guys didn't get your guys' restraining orders. I'm surprised you guys didn't walk straight from the Cold Street Brewery to the police station and just say, "We'd like 2 restraining orders, please." To go. It was so bad. Anyway, what are you loud about? I feel
Nothing.
like there's a text chain thing going on.
Hey, get out of there. Hey,
No
by the way,
phones.
are you on TikTok? Anybody?
No, I've never been on TikTok.
Okay, I started doing that.
Yeah?
It is the most addicting thing in the world. Yeah, he's so worried
Yeah.
about the text chain right now. It's the one you're not on. Don't worry about it. It's the
my phone?
it's the Travis free
Tell me
space.
about. Oh, here we go. It's
It's-
charging. Whoa. All right, tell me
It's-
about TikTok.
It's. Yeah,
Well, I'm missing a
take your time now.
All right, tell me about TikTok.
It's amazing. I don't know. I just go on there every day now and watch videos.
Yeah?
It's literally the funniest thing in the world.
What do you watch? I heard we're being too quiet. Is this louder? Is this too
Oh, no,
loud?
louder. Oh, there's multiple TikToks?
Don
Oh.
Corley.
Oh. Oh.
No,
what?
okay, so everyone.
That's what I want.
Okay, hold on. Who's got Snapchat? Who's got Snapchat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everyone's like, oh yeah, no, I don't have. Everyone has friggin' okay.
I don't
you
have
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Okay, I just found this. You guys have to try it. It's a test. Everyone, open your Snapchat. If you have it, open your Snapchat. It's open it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
I've had TikTok for
Do
like
it.
2
Grab
weeks.
your Snapchat.
I
Open it
spend
up.
probably 3 hours a day on
Now
it.
take a picture.
So
Just
good.
kidding. Hit this triangle on the right. Let's see how thirsty everyone is in this dang. Get your freaking Snapchats
What
out.
are you talking about?
So the triangle, the play button on the right. If you have, it plays 5-second videos or 10-second videos. There's thirst traps in there. There's sports clips in there. There's a bunch of clips. You have to see how. This is how horny you are. Is if how quick you get to a thirst trap, and it's bad. It's bad if it because it's an algorithm. It's an algorithm. So I'm gonna hit mine. See, okay, good. That's just a guy. Okay, that was a second.
Okay, there we go.
Second
Got
one
it.
was a thirst trap. All right, second one was a
4
thirst trap.
seconds in. 4 seconds in.
Second one was a thirst trap. But hey, the first one looked like wholesome. Yeah, that gets me to Thursday. How fast did you guys get? Tell me.
TikTok?
You did? Sean did? Jamie, you did too? All right. Was it the first video or the second one? Was it the
Wait, does Snapchat go off of what you look at?
Yes, the algorithms of what you're watching.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I didn't know you can even watch stuff on Snapchat.
yeah, no, I mean you can't. It's not like nudity, but it's like girls bouncing in like bikinis.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
your phone died. It's the thunder from down under.
I had no idea that was a thing.
That's a thing. That's a thing. I'm actually going to start I thought about this, a male product line, not for like for care, like for like like a Hims or like an Axe body spray. And yeah,
Is that an ED thing again?
And it's going to be Thunder Care from Down Underwear. And I thought that would be
What?
Thunder, because, well, no, like powder and like perfumes and stuff. Thunder Care from Down Underwear. No?
Hey, you're sitting on
$1
a gold
million
mine.
idea. Take
Sitting
it,
on a gold
somebody.
mine. Sitting on a gold mine.
Yeah. Thunder Care from Down Underwear. I think it's good. You
I
got-
I think you should try it.
All right. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. Order another drink. Order another charcuterie board. We're going to do one more after this. Take a break. Visit the restroom. Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming down.
So much to talk about. Hey,
And in the episode.
I want to give a shout out to
Shout out.
Brownbeaver.com.
JohnsBeaver.com.
Yep.
We're going to talk about John's Beaver next episode, so stay for that. JohnsBeaver.com. It's an actual site. We'll talk about that as well. And boy, is it a sight.
Yeah, oh boy, is it a sight. Mike. Mike.
Mike. Mike.
Mike on the mic.